If you watched our last vlog of us walking the wall of the what was it? The fortress, I'm exhausted. My brain feels like mush. Welcome to part 2 of our Baekje history tour. We are now at the tombs area. There's loads of history on the Baekje dynasty, that it used to be way north, and then over years and years and years it got pushed way down to here. And I think that's where this king was ruling once it finally got pushed down into the south of the country. We are just getting started. There's loads to see. I will do my best to give you accurate information as we go. If you watched our last vlog of us walking the wall of the fortress, I'm exhausted. My brain feels like mush, but I will try my best to learn as much as we can and tell it to you guys. From what I've read, Baekje used to be much farther north, up near Seoul, and they had a lot of bitter fighting. They lost and sort of pushed south, and they came all the way down to Gongju, where they finally felt that they could be safe with all of the mountains and the rivers, and this is where they decided to put their seat of power. So far, that's what I got. We also just read about this king who served when he was 13, became king, and then quickly died at 15 because people did not like him. The rich people, the aristocrats, did not like him.
I'm a sucker for swords, so even though I don't know what this says.
So far, tickets for all of these things have been really, really cheap, if not free. You're going to be spending a couple of bucks in US dollars. So definitely check these things out if you're into history. So much information, so much to see. Just like the little tombs that we went into that were just replicas, so is all of this. These are not actual artifacts, but it gives you a good idea of what they found in there. If we have enough time, we're going to go to the big museum where all of those artifacts are actually on display. We came to see the actual mounds where the burial grounds are, but they are walled off. We're not really sure why. We do know that they've been having a lot of rain here. They had some big flooding, I guess, about a month ago. So the same reason that things are shut over at the fortress that we were at just a little while ago, maybe that's why these are also shut down. So who knows? But for now, all we can see is this. We're gonna try to get over to the big museum that has the actual artifacts from the king's tomb in them. I really don't think we're gonna make it. It's already 4:30, but we're gonna try. If we can't get in, we're just gonna go grab dinner and probably head back. We're exhausted. Or we might hit up this market that we found, see what that's like. Who knows? So we just walked into the Gongju National Museum. It is still open. Nobody told us what time it closed, so we're just gonna sort of zoom through and see as much as we can.
This little dude has been my favorite thing, walking around and seeing him all over the place.
This area just behind Billy is what the tomb would have been laid out like if you just removed the walls and looked straight in. So you have like the tablets at the very front that identified the king and the queen, and then this stone creature that was their guardian, more offerings, and then their tombs behind that. It's just fascinating to see it laid out like this. These tombs, they're the real deal. The entire reason that we came here was to see the king's tomb stuff, which was amazing. Awesome. 100% worth making the stop. It's free to come in here. So if you can put it on your list, do it, because it's just mind-blowing to look at all those artifacts and think that they are 1,500 years old. We don't know when the museum closes, so Billy and I just ran upstairs to see what's in the other galleries. We're gonna zoom through those, check it out, and then we'll head on out of here.
I have seen all kinds of like arrowheads in Texas. I mean, like, you know, spearheads and just things that are made by Native Americans. I have never, ever seen a stone dagger that smooth. It is insane. that is it for us at the museum. It was definitely worth it.
It was so amazing to see the artifacts from the tomb. I'm just mind-blowing. I can't even put into words how mind-blowing.
It is free, so you've got to come if you're here.
Come check it out. I don't know what is left on the agenda for us today other than hopefully food at some point, so I don't know. Well, this may be it.
Probably not.
Maybe. Bye for now. We decided on food. That entire meal cost us 53,000 won, which in US dollars is $40.20. We got 3 entrees, 2 appetizers, and a side of naan bread. Pretty solid meal for a pretty great price.